I can see you and I can hear you.
I don't know what happened. It worked this time. I think maybe it may have been Doug Peterson's connection or whatever, because it's working on Tim's.
Yeah.
Go figure.
You're here. It's good to see your beautiful face.
Oh God. He's not doing any justice.
You're a brave man.
Hi, Phil McKay. He's not connected to audio.
You want to break any rules?
There's a whole bunch of them there with him, Pat, so it's probably, you can hear a bunch of people talking.
Ah.
Put a haircut one with it.
I can hear Peterson.
You guys still doing that show? No. That's over, but I think we're also busy, right? I'm going to try today.
Hi, Corey.
I'm muted. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Pat.
How's everybody doing with the heat wave?
Awful.
It's not hot enough. I think we need to crank it up a little bit more.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I can send them out to guard.
Put the sprinklers on.
Hey, Bill, are you impressed
Oh,
that our picture finally?
Yeah, we're.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that, Pat.
I just said, are you impressed? I got my my video to work.
Yeah, the video and you are in the same room.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Hey, that's easy. I feel like I should have a cold beer or something.
That would be a good idea.
Like the loop thing? Yeah, that can go right now.
Out on a supboard.
Now you're talking. Now you are talking. What's that, Pat?
Margarita.
Obviously, you've done a test on the mic.
How about a margarita and then a beer? Or a beer and then a margarita? And then some balancing yoga on the supboard, Corey.
I haven't got to that point. I can stand on it.
There's Sam. Hi, Sam. How's it going?
Let me grab it.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, leave it. That's okay. We're probably messy.
Boys are testing their screen out.
Oh, okay.
Aha.
Oh, look at that.
Screen sharing. You're working hard there, Bill.
Wonder.
Yeah, I know.
You too, Corey.
We're not there. We should wave back to them all.
Yeah, I was going to say. Sit on the cool. I've got a little chair here.
Might be more comfortable.
Hello, people.
Oh, there you go.
Hello, Vincent.
Hi, Vince.
Hi, everybody.
Did you go cycling this morning?
I did 26 kicks.
Good for you.
Kidding?
That girl that's talking on
Ellie,
there,
can you text
said
Tracy?
she
and
went
make
26
sure- No, I'm
clicks
just.
over the bridge yesterday.
Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe she's.
You're my inspiration, Vince.
Yeah, sure.
Tell her we're waiting for. We won't start the meeting. Well, we will.
You are, for real. We can hear you, Tim McKinney and Doug Peterson.
You have a like another
Can't
video.
see.
Like
No. Oh, wait. Okay. So, if we can hear-
Testing, testing.
Hear you back there.
We can hear you.
Can't see you.
Loud enough?
Does he share
What's that?
his screen?
That's fine. That's fine. I'm speaking. No, there's three of us. Doug, myself, and Kelly.
That's all.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat Feasy.
Hello. Hi, Joe. How are ya?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It worked. I can't believe it.
Yep. That's easy. Good. Fine. COVID's almost over.
Hi, Jamie.
He's muted.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. The big ones are not. But the little ones, Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Ian. Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hey, who's got the mask on?
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie.
It's called a muzzle.
Hi, John Snail.
Hey, Mark Bishop, I like the guitars behind you.
Yeah, there's some old relics there, just like me.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah. But Jane wanted to keep it neat, so I couldn't hang them all up.
Oh.
So this is as close to the scene of the crime I'm getting, even with my mask.
Wow.
No, they're all set up. They're ready to go. They're all socially distanced and having a great time here.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Everyone hear me?
Hi, Kim.
Is everyone muted? Think so. Good afternoon and welcome to the first meeting of the 101st year of the Rotary Club of Belleville. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let us start the meeting by singing O Canada. Hey Google, play O Canada.
Okay, O Canada by Sass Jordan. Here it is on Google Play Music.
Hey Google, louder. Thanks, Google. We're going to have a toast to, hey, Google, stop. We're going to have a toast to the Queen in Canada. Back up. Grace, as we gather here today as members of Rotary, we pray we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. Dave Allen, are you in the house? You can unmute yourself.
I just did. Yes, I am in the house. Can you hear me? Yeah? I've unmuted.
Okay, our Sergeant at Arms today is David Allen.
Can you hear me?
David, do you have anything to say to start off?
No, when you come back to me, I have a little story that I would like to share with everyone. If people can hear me, can people hear me?
Okay.
Okay, good. I have a story, but I will share later on in the meeting. Unless you'd like me to go now.
Okay. We'll talk about guests and visited Rotarians after. Looking at the birthdays. I'll find my birthdays. So we're celebrating the following birthdays: Michael Summers, Ian Acton, Bob Clute, Elizabeth Grew, Sharon McConnell, Carol Feeney, Hugh Campbell, Leanne Generou, Dave Stewart, Stephanie Colissimo, Bill King, Peter Malone, and Ray McCoy. And we have some anniversaries to celebrate. Jamie Trudeau and his wife Marilyn are celebrating 48 years on July 8th. That was yesterday. David Allen and Elaine are celebrating 33 years on July 11th. She's put up with you that long, eh? Doug Peterson and Judy Ruffo, 12 years on July 19th. And Drew Brown and Allison, 37 years on July 20th. Congratulations to all of you. I'm going to ask Doug Peterson to come up, and he's going to say a few words.
Okay, how am I, Ian? Am I far enough? Good afternoon, everyone. I guess this is my final. I usually be riding off into the sunset long ago, but with COVID and meeting every 2 weeks, changed it up a little bit. And Tim's done a great job with, and Ali here today getting us set up. Some tricks up his sleeve as far as the technology goes. That's great. So I want to thank President Tim and congratulate Tim on his him and his new board. I look forward to serving as past president under your leadership, and I know you have great plans for our club. I do hope I get an opportunity to celebrate my year as president with our whole club. At times like this, I miss our regular lunch meetings. For a while it was fun, and you know, but I really do miss seeing everyone and chatting face to face, moving the business of Rotary forward through our fellowship. It's one of the prime tenets of Rotary is fellowship and service through fellowship, and we are kind of missing a little bit of that. And we have a few laughs when we all get together, and I miss that. I want that back soon. Every new president begins their year on a high of ambitious goals, clear vision, and inoculated with the spirit of Rotary. Training, conventions, and networking to the max immerses us in Rotary like no other experience. And I'm sure President Tim can relate to this right now. For me, a visit to Rotary's international headquarters, an international convention in Hamburg, Germany, and numerous new presidents' meetings and bulletins give you a greater vision of Rotary. Rotary's international theme last year was Rotary Connects the World. This year, our club found new ways to connect within our world. I personally also adopted the motto, Change is a team sport. We moved our lunch meeting to every 2 weeks and moved from Mondays to Thursday. Now our club has Rotary meetings every week in the city of Belleville. We hope this will offer flexibility and help attract new members. We changed venues. We relaxed some of our formal rituals. Our most telling change, though, was adapting our meetings to Zoom, which I think we're going to be doing for a little while. Now that's a new way to connect. The COVID pandemic seems to have overshadowed everything else we've done this year. We were forced to cancel most of our 100th anniversary celebrations, including our gala. Rotarian Pat Feasy and her team put so much effort into that, and thank you, Pat, and your team. We had to cancel Camp Marywood, one of my favorite Rotary events. We canceled Rotary Loves Kids, and maybe the hardest blow was the cancellation of the Rotary Music Festival. COVID completely changed the landscape of our Rotary year. Even our Rotary International Convention in Hawaii had to be canceled and went online. Years in the planning, around 30,000 attendees from around the world. And I know this was heartbreaking for Rotary internationally and for President Tim. We pivoted, and pivoted again. In true Rotarian fashion, we handled it with class, determination, and action. We supported our community, made masks and shields, and kept our fellowship strong. I'm so proud of this club and grateful to be given the opportunity to lead such an amazing organization. I've grown as a Rotarian, as a leader, and as a person. I will never forget what being this club's president has done for me. I'm doubly honored, of course, that my year as president was during the 100th anniversary of this club. What a year. Many have said it's one we'll never forget. And this year I was really overwhelmed despite what we were faced with, how Rotarians stepped up, took leadership roles, and advanced the impact of Rotary in our community and around the world. So many exemplified Rotary slogan, people of action. Thank you all for your service. Thanks to my board of directors for their time and commitment to lead the club through a very difficult year. We had some challenges and were able to build consensus and move forward. Thanks to past President Andrew Bandler for his final year on the board as president. I know we will continue to seek your calm and wise counsel. We bid adieu and give our thanks to former directors John Smale and Randy Coker, and a special thanks for Randy's dedication to a new task force to review the financial processes of the club. He and incoming treasurer Karen Baker are doing yeoman's work to clarify our financial reports and processes, making it easier for our club to make critical decisions in the future. I welcome and thank incoming directors Joanne Wheeler, Melanie Cressman, and Tracy Vandervoort. You all bring a lot of experience and expertise to our club, and I look forward to working with you this year. My gratitude for the efforts of a few other Rotarians, and I'm sure I'm going to miss some. Thanks to past District Governor Bill McKay for his stellar stewardship of our 100th anniversary committee. We are leaving two amazing legacies to the people of Belleville, the Rotary Music Garden and the Rotary Fitness Park. Kelly McKinney for leading a rejuvenated and more effective membership committee, and they are doing critical work for the future of this club. Dave Allen for agreeing to chair RLK and then getting kicked in the gut by COVID. Tracy Bray for continuing her commitment to organizing great programming for our members. I don't know how many years Tracy's been doing this. 5, 6, 7, just the year she was president, I guess. Brenda Snyder for agreeing to remain in the role of club secretary for a unprecedented third term. That job is a beast, I can tell you, and she has tamed it. Vice President Corey McKay for tackling the governance committee and wrangling the updating of our club bylaws and constitution. Peter Malone and Colin Myers for the reindeer park during the Santa Claus parade last year, and I think it's going to be even more fun this year. So I wish Tim and his new board all the best for the next Rotary year. And as I said at my final meeting 2 weeks ago, I do pray Tim's presidency is a bit less interesting than 2019, 2020. Thanks, everyone. It's been a blast.
Doug, do you want to come back up here for a second?
Sure.
So I first have past president's pin to give to you. There you go for all your hard work,
Thank you.
dedication. Got a past president's badge.
Thank you.
And yeah, and a Paul Harris.
Oh,
so Doug's a Paul Harris +2.
thank you. I wish we could shake hands.
No.
Thank you. Should I do Tim's now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just going to set these down.
Sure.
Okay, so while we're at this stage, I have a couple of things myself. So I have for Tim his president's pin, his official president's pin, the Rotary Club of Belleville.
Thank you.
His president's badge. Got the year right. Good job, Brenda. And most importantly, this is, I haven't even opened this since I got it. I was so afraid to look at it. This is the official jeweled president's pin that gets handed from president to president to be held in good keeping.
Wow.
Somewhere safe.
Excellent.
And you get to hang on to that.
Thank you.
I wouldn't wear it, by the way.
And don't lose it.
And don't lose it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good. Thanks, Tim.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck.
Thanks. I'll put those pins on later. Past President Doug Peterson, fellow Rotarians and guests, we are broadcasting here from the loft, and I have some special guests here with me today. Would like to welcome my wife Judy, my mother Ann, and other Rotarians. Vice President Daryl Smith back here. What's that? Oh, he's moved around on me. Secretary Brenda Snyder, Board Member Peter Malone, and Program Chair Tracy Bray. Past President Kelly McKinney, and my associate Ali is here to help with the technology. And thanks to Ian Acton as well for his help on setting up. I'd first like to thank my wife for allowing me to attend all the numerous meetings associated with becoming president and putting up with me for over the years. Thank you for all your love and support. I'd like to thank my mother for attending today, for all your love and support as well. I'd like to thank outgoing members John Smale and Randy Coker. Thank you to both of you for all that you do for Rotary. Don't worry, everyone. I've asked them to join in a couple of new committees I've formed. Welcome to the new board. We have past President Doug Peterson, Daryl Smith, Corey McKay, Brenda Snyder, Karen Baker, Jeanette Meidecker, Ashley Rushnell, Peter Malone, Colin Myers, and new board members, Joanne Wheeler, Melanie Cressman, and Tracy Vandervoort. And congratulations to Doug Peterson on an outstanding year, a year we won't soon forget. Doug was able to pivot the club, show great leadership with instituting a number of changes this year, which he did highlight, and he and his board did a commendable job. The theme for this year is Rotary Opens Opportunities. We have a new international president, Holger Nack from Germany. He's looking to grow Rotary worldwide. He wants to grow it organically and sustainably, not just by a specific number. Rotary International is stronger than ever and strong financially. It's evolving, and we have seen that happen in the last year especially. He says we will have to be open to new approaches. That includes continuing it to attract younger Rotarians. One of his goals is to focus on the environment, and that will help attract younger members as well, but also retain existing and long-standing members. The vision statement for the year: together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. We believe in Rotary opportunities in opportunities for others and for ourselves. We believe our acts of service, big and small, create opportunities for people who need our help. We also believe that every act of service will inspire and change us. I'm constantly inspired by the dedication of Rotarians since I joined in 2017. As a matter of fact, I could not believe how many things Rotary did and continue to do. I know we have enough committees, but I've decided to create a couple of new ones. The first committee that we've started is the Strategic Planning Committee, which is being chaired by Joanne Wheeler and Jeanette Meinecker. And I can report that we have already had 2 meetings. We are reviewing the survey that was sent out a few weeks ago and collected by Kelly McKinney. And we want to hear from our members. And we will be coming back to you in the next few months with a plan that will be fluid, will change as we engage the club on how to better communicate and how we can be a better club. Another committee we have formed this past year was Rotary Loves Trees, and that is being chaired by Melanie Cressman and Devin Taylor. This initiative is in line with what Rotary International President Holger Knack wanted, as it will help the environment. Thank you to everyone that has participated in that committee, and we will have some announcements in the next few weeks about what's happening for the tree planting project. I recently came up with a new fundraiser for Rotary, specifically for the Belleville Rotary Club. It is called Ride for Rotary, and basically the purpose of it is to get us all healthier and to raise money while we're at it. My personal goal is to cycle 1,000 kilometers this summer. I will be challenging a number of people to sponsor me, both Rotarians and non-Rotarians. Watch your email inbox in the next few weeks. These people will pay so many cents per kilometers that I ride this summer, and they in turn will set their own goal and look for sponsors to sponsor their ride. All the money goes into Rotary to pay for our service projects. I would like to thank Ken Dixon, who has already started with the website on which this will be the platform to raise money, and Randy Coker, who has been involved with the project as well. And Randy has helped out in, we want to tell people where our money goes that we raise, and Randy is working with Ken on that website and basically telling everyone, okay, where is the money going that we collect for Rotary? And that website will be able to showcase that. This was actually a selfish way for me to get back on my bike. I have a goal now and can confirm that I've been riding 6 days a week since May 24th. And I bike 25 kilometers per day. Now this morning I went out and I got over the Bay Bridge and I got a flat tire. Well, I had a spare and I got it fixed. Took me about 20 minutes. My hands all greasy. So I went out to Rendersville Road. I came back over the Bay Bridge. Guess what? I got another flat tire. I don't know how many spares you carry, but I only carry one. So luckily, I called my wife Judy and she rescued me once again. Otherwise, I might still be out there. I hope to have a Ride for Rotary Day in September where we can all ride together and maybe even have a celebration after. I have a little video clip I'd like to share with everybody. So I'd like to thank Peter Malone. Victor Cooper put this together, 80/20 Studios. And we had the help of Brock Tompkins as well. And Kelly McKinney and Sam Brady have helped out with another video that we'll see at another time. Can you play the video?
Should we be seeing the video? Should we be seeing the video?
Oh, okay.
Seeing but not hearing.
Well,
Yes,
Oh,
it
really?
is. You should be able to see it.
We can see it, but we just can't hear it.
sorry, we have to start that again.
Mr. McKinney.
Hey, Peter.
I'm hearing that you're up to lots of stuff.
Yeah, trying to come up with a new idea for fundraising because we can't do what we used to do and have large gatherings. And I came up with a ride for Rotary. So I thought I'm going to ride 1,000 kilometers this summer.
Yeah.
And I want you to sponsor me 25 cents per kilometer. So if I ride the 1,000 kilometers, you're going to sponsor me for $250. In turn, you're going to look for sponsors and you're going to ride whatever number of kilometers you want to ride. It's going to be healthy for us. It's going to be healthy for the community. And I think it's like a win-win situation. Yeah.
I'm in.
Well,
I'm in.
glad to have you on board.
I'm in too.
You go find your sponsors too.
I'll go find my sponsors.
Let's get pedaling.
Let's get pedaling. Let's do it.
Thanks, Ian, for your help. Sorry about the technical difficulties. So we are continuing with lots of other committees and projects, including the Rotary Virtual Walk for AIDS and Community Health that Ken Dixon is promoting has promoted in the last few weeks. If you haven't joined a team yet, get in touch with Ken or go to the website and begin the fundraising. Funds will come back to our club to support initiatives that mitigate COVID, trauma, food insecurity, AIDS, mental health issues, disabilities, and more. I do want to give a shout out to a number of people that have been involved lately to help with COVID related projects. Big shout out to Chris and Susan Finkel for their project on making face shields, to Tara Lyons and her husband Tom for helping out as well. Past President Kristen Crow and her team at Alarm Systems, they worked with partners to bring valuable solutions to the community. Sharon McConnell, Will Wilkinson, Michael Maloney stepped up to help parents who have needed to become teachers in their home. Heather Hall helped out with the assessment center, delivered weekly lunch to workers. And Corey McKay and a big group of women made face masks for the last couple of months. I know that I'm missing some people, but it was good that the Rotary community came together for these projects. I'm glad to announce Tracy Bray is continuing to help with programming and helping with some exciting speakers. I would like to have a few outdoor meetings this summer because, you know, we're not getting back inside very soon. So watch for announcements, possibly at Swicks Park. I'd like to have something at the fitness park that we just dedicated. So hopefully we can do that soon. David Allen is still working on his Rotary Loves Kids golf tournament, which we may still see in the fall. I'm also pleased to announce that Cassandra Bond has agreed to be chair for the membership committee. She is replacing Kelly McKinney and Jennifer Trettina Nelson. Watch for some announcements on new ideas for both retention and recruitment. And Kelly has agreed on to stay on as a mentor, and Stephanie Carlissimo has agreed to help out with this committee as well. Watch for Porch Fest, led once again by Sam Brady this September, which seems to get busier every year, and I'm sure he will have another great lineup for us. I think we're going to have an exciting year ahead, and I'm proud to be leading a wonderful club. We are strong and getting stronger. We will persevere. I'm sure there'll be many changes ahead, as we have seen in the last year. Change can be good, and there is a silver lining with all this disruption, and we just need to pivot once again. My goals for this year: have every Rotary member reach out to just one person and invite them to a meeting. Do you recall how you became a Rotarian? For me, it was Kelly in his year as president getting the satellite group started. And he asked a number of us to that first meeting, and I immediately joined that night. As a matter of fact, I think I may have been one of the first, and that Satellite Club has done really well, and it will continue to do a number of projects as well. I've been asked to speak to the Rotary Club of Cobourg as they are looking to start a satellite club. They wanted to know the challenges that we faced, and I'll be doing that in July. So if there's anyone out there that you think might be a good Rotarian, be nice to go out and ask them. My sense is that people don't just join Rotary, they really need to be asked. I'd like our Rotary Club to become more diverse. I would love if Rotary could become more diverse, like our community is becoming more diverse. We see it every day. Doug and I are selling houses to people coming from Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto, and the whole community is getting more diverse. So I think we have an opportunity to reach out to some new people coming to Belleville and letting them know about Rotary. One of the third goal would be to keep everyone engaged and keep it fun for everyone. I think it will be challenging with Zoom meetings, but we will do our best. And when we can get back to Capers, we will. And even when we're back in Capers, we may be doing hybrid meetings where we Zoom in people that can't make it to Capers. Finally, I asked my brother Kelly, past president, for some advice on how I could be a great president. He said, just jump in with both feet and you'll be fine. Kelly, do you want to come to the podium?
Hi, everybody. I didn't say that for the record. That was Tim's joke. Congrats to Doug Peterson on capping off 100 years of the Rotary Club in Belleville. Good job, Doug. Tough year, lots of challenges, but you stood up to the test. And congrats to my big brother, Tim McKinney, launching us into the next 100 years of Rotary. I look back at my notes, and I introduced Tim in May of 2017, which is just 3 years ago. Somehow it took me 8 years to become president, and I'm not sure exactly how that worked. Maybe he's paid off a few people along the way. And then looking at my notes, I do a lot of introductions for new members, and one of the things I tell people is learn to say no. So it's important to step up and be a part of Rotary, but occasionally you have to say no if there's too much on your plate. And I missed that part with Tim's speech. So I forgot to tell him to say no, and he's never learned to say no. But to his credit, the Satellite Club started 2015, 2016. He took charge and got very involved and encouraged people to join, and now it's thriving. So I'm very proud of that, of his work for that and that accomplishment. And I think we're going to see a lot of great energy this year. He's launched it off with the Ride for Rotary, which I agreed. I think I was the second person after Peter to be asked, and I gladly said yes. So I will be looking to some of you. If Tim doesn't tap you to ride, then I may tap you to sponsor me as I ride and try to keep up with Tim. So Tim, good luck. I wish you well, and I think you'll have a great year, and we're all behind you 100% of the way. Congratulations.
Did you like that picture we found of you? It's good. Okay. Thanks, Kelly, for those words of wisdom. David Allen, we're going to try to get you to unmute yourself to talk about club business and Happy Bucks.
Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Thumbs up?
Okay. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thanks, Tim. Well, I congratulations to you and Doug. And what I'd like to do is start out this meeting. Joanne thought she had a guest, but it didn't look like our guest was able to get on. But what I thought I'd do is maybe, I guess I had one story, and I guess I'm going to tell two. Tim, I like the story about you called Judy to come and pick you up when the tire went flat. And I guess my way of thinking is, so I put myself where you were on the bridge with a flat tire, and it would go something like this. Hi, honey. I have a flat tire. Can you come pick me up on the Bay Bridge? Oh, you'll leave the car key in the mailbox, and I should walk home and get the key and drive back myself. Thanks. Happy anniversary. that's pretty much how that would go. But I do have a small story I'd like to share, and it's about a Canadian traveler who was down in the States, and he was on vacation, and he was fancied himself quite a photographer. So he thought he would go in and he would take pictures of churches. So he was down south, and he was intrigued, and he went into a church, and there was this golden telephone mounted on the wall, and the sign said $10,000 per call. So he asked the priest who was there. He said, "What's with the phone?" And the priest replied, "It was a direct line to heaven, and for $10,000 you could talk to God." So he thanked the priest, and he went on his way, and stopped in Alabama, and the golden phone was there, and he made his way into Indianapolis and Washington and Philadelphia and Boston. He was making his way back home, and he stopped at a number of churches to take pictures, and that same golden telephone was there, and it was $10,000 per call. And he spoke to a nun, and she said the same thing. So he finally he got home to Canada, and he thought, well, I'm going to go. I haven't been to a church in Canada, so I'm going to go to a church in Canada and see if they have the same thing. So the first church he went to, there was the golden telephone, and there was a sign under it, and it said 40 cents per call. So he said, "Father, I've traveled all over America, and I've seen the same golden telephone in many churches, and I'm told that it's a direct line to heaven, but in the US it's $10,000 per call. Why is it so cheap?" And the priest smiled and answered, "You're in Canada now, son. It's a local call." Oh, good, I got something. So club business from me, as Tim had mentioned, we are going to try to do the Rotary Loves Kids golf tournament. It may look a little bit different. We have the courses booked for September the 18th, and that includes Trillium, Black Bear, and Bayview. So I have spoken to Bayview, and so we just have to, once we start to get a little further down the road, we are looking at still having some form of Rotary Loves Kids golf. Both for maybe what I'll do is wouldn't mind using the chat, and that allows me to follow, and then I'll call people, and you can unmute and say what you have to say. And nice to see everyone. Everybody looks great. So here we go. Great question, Judy McKnight. How do you pay Happy Bucks? Judy, just email me your credit card, and I'll look after that. And that's a great question. Tim, I think we're just tracking Happy Bucks for people, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
So we'll just track, and then we'll go from there. Jeanette, you're up, and Jeanette wants to speak about diners and duffers if Ken Wheeler is not going to. You're on, Jeanette.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Just a reminder, we are still selling diners and duffers, and we are a far ways off from where we want to be. So you can get them at Dewey's. You can reach out to Ken or I, and we can get you some. I also have some downtown at Marlin Travel. So if you want to come in or message us, either one of us, we'll put some aside for you. But again, long way to be from where our goal is. So again, reduced price, it's $25. Still a lot of great restaurants in here. So reach out to us and we'll get you those books.
Great. Thank you, Jeanette. Joanne, I could have swore at one point I saw somebody standing beside you with a beer. Is it that Ken's not there, or is that on the deck having a beer? I just see these things. You know, your camera is on.
He went golfing.
Of course he did. Quick message here. I'll just read it out before I ask our next speaker. Sam, who doesn't have a microphone on his work computer, but he's a proud father. His son Patty graduated from CSS with honors as valedictorian, winning multiple academic and athletic awards. Patty's off to WLU for Business in September. Give it up for Patty Brady. Next up, Mr. Smale, John Smale. You are on the docket. You have to unmute.
Hey, everybody hear me?
You're good, John.
Okay, Dave, and this through Tim and Doug, I want to give a big shout out to the 100th anniversary book committee consisting of Joanne Wheeler and Ellen Corey McKay and Karen Baker. I was involved for a little bit at the beginning when we were sorting through boxes in our Rotary space at Dave Albert's place, and I was overwhelmed by the amount of files that we had and documents and photos. And I bought the book a week or so ago, and I finally had a chance to sit down with a glass of bubbly and read it. And I was so proud of our 100 years, proud of the years I've been in Rotary. And I just want to say what a great job you guys did. It was a yeoman's job to get all that organized, and I don't know how you did it. I just want to say thank you, maybe on behalf of the club.
Thank you, John. Sam's not here, but Sam is here. Sam also wanted to mention that his middle boy, Kevin, was also an honors grad from St. Joe's and won the Superintendent's Award. And Sam is that 500? No, oh, 50 happy bucks. Sorry, I got to clean up my glasses. Congratulations, Sam. And who's the smart aleck there? Yeah. Oh, Sam, you're making fun of yourself. Where do they get their smarts from? Let me think. What's your wife's name again? I don't want to speak out of turn, but Judy, did you want to speak, or are you just indicating the book's fantastic? Okay, and I don't see. Oh, Sam Reed. Okay, you're getting me all confused now. And there's Anya. Okay. It looks like that's it, Tim. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Dave. And you're going to be doing a little bit of a rotation with the Sergeant at Arms in the meetings coming up. So thanks for hosting today. Just other club business. Well, I would like to echo what John Smale had said with the 100th anniversary book and the 100th anniversary committee. They did a wonderful job. I've got my book now. I know Joanne Wheeler is handing them out or selling them, but they did a beautiful job. Bill McKay launched a YouTube channel, so this will be put onto that in the next few days, and I think everyone should go onto that channel. He has a number of videos posted already, but it'll be good to for everyone to see that. I haven't done this yet, but I'd like to have a moment of silence for a few Rotarians that we've lost. Most recently, John Rawson was a longtime member of Rotary. We also lost Mark Rowlands, who was a great member of our community. And we lost several people last year, including Peter Smith. So maybe just have a moment of silence. I had a personal connection to all of them, of course, and it was Mark Rowlands who hired me to come back to Belleville with Journeys In. So hate to lose those gentlemen. Next meeting, location will be determined. We have a speaker by the name of Aidan Gradakis, and his company is called Ducky Brand Apparel. And 30% of the revenue for his business goes to support mental health. So he's going to be our guest speaker on Thursday, July 23rd. And we'll see where that ends up being. It'd be nice to be outside somewhere, but it will more than likely be a Zoom meeting as well. If there's nothing else for the good of Rotary, I declare this meeting adjourned. Thanks, everyone. Good first meeting. We have to need to shut this down now. We have lunch.
What?
We have lunch.
You know how to do it.